What's up, boys? We're back with another video. Today we got a little bit of back on the agenda. Nothing too crazy, nothing too bonkers. Then we'll do a little physique reveal. Let you guys kind of see where we're at 15 weeks out. We are officially 15 weeks out. So with that being said, kind of let you guys see where we're standing, see what we're looking like, see how the physique's coming along. Yeah, I mean, I know the last one I did was probably early February, so early this month, end of January. So, I mean, it'll kind of be nice to see how we've progressed a little bit. With that being said, nothing too crazy. Today is a thickness movement, so I'll do a lot more row variations. I don't think I'm necessarily going to do lat pull downs. I might do a variation of lat pullovers just to make sure I am targeting that width as well as the thickness. But the primary focus today will be thickness. So it'll be more of a seated row day. I mean, we'll do cable seated rows and then a seated row variation I like to do off a machine, and then reverse grip pull downs, which I use that more for a thickness movement, not necessarily on the lats, although it does work on width a little bit. I do enjoy it for a thickness movement just because I use thickness weight. But with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get a couple more sips of this pre, then we'll get in there. I'll catch you boys during the lift. All right, boys, we got a little bit of back today, a little back on the agenda here. My back is minging a little bit. I don't know why. I think I might have tweaked it on my earlier back day when I was doing pull-ups or a lat pullover, but it is feeling a little sensitive, a little tender. You know what I mean? So we're gonna work with some weight, only three and a 5, nothing too bananas, nothing too crazy, but let's get at it. That was a good set. I think I'm gonna go up next set, boys. That was a good set of 12. All right, let's work. Yeah, I think we go up, boys. I think we go up. I'll be right back. All right, boys. I threw a 10 on. Nothing too bananas, you know. So it'd be 3 and a 10 and a 5. So that's what, 90 plus 10. It's 150 each side. Not terrible. Not terrible. Wish I could go a little bit heavier though. That would be nice. Oh, that was better. All right, let's work. More. Oh, boys, I'm cooking. I am cooking right now. We got one more set here. Only gonna do 3 for the first compound, like I brought up in one of my earlier videos. So, got one more here. Then we'll move on. I think after this, I might either do reverse grip or seated not lat pulls, seated rows. One of those two sounds optimal. Sounds mint. Sounds amazing. Multiple ways of telling you how great it sounds right now, you know? But I'm gonna get a sip of water and we'll get after this next set, boys. All right, we got the last set here, boys. I feel great about that, you know, feel great about this movement. I think we're at least gonna get it for 8. We'll see, you never know. You never know until you know. So we're gonna get it. There we go. Oh, choking on my own saliva almost killed me. It's rough. All right, let's go. Next side. There, one more. That's butter. On to the next movement, boys. All right, boys, let's get it. We get a little bit of lat pull unders here now. Let's work. One more. I think for that we go up. And that's a little light, like the rows were, but that's fine. We got 3 more sets here. Yeah, that's too light, boys. One more. All right. The way that was feeling, I think we throw a quarter on. I'm gonna go throw a quarter on, boys. We'll be right back. All right, boys, we got 3 more sets here. I threw a 25 on. See how that feels? Oh, that's nice. Only got 8 there. I think we get 1 more set out of that. But I'm gonna have to drop it. I think I drop it to a 10 and a 5, like we were doing with the rows. I think that'll be optimal. One more. Yeah, I get 1 more set out of there. Easy, boys. 1 more set, easy. After that, I don't know if I hit the 4th with it, though. But I'm gonna take a swig of water here, and we'll get after the next set. Boys, I started chewing gum during my sets. I just started today, but I'm gonna start incorporating it because although I'm in prep, I do find that I start to dwindle out the back half, right? So with the gum, although it's a minuscule amount, I will be able to get into some intra carbohydrates, right? Some intra glucose, which is gonna come strictly from the gum. You might think, Rome, that's only 5 calories per stick. Yeah, but if I have 2 sticks, that's 4.5 grams of carbohydrates, right? That's 4.5 more that I would normally have during a lift. And the good thing about gum is the glucose based out of gum is sugar-based glucose. So it's gonna be one of the first forms of carbs that my body uses for energy. So although it's only maybe 5 grams, I'll be able to implement it into my lift. And that's gonna be one of the first things to get burnt, right? So, and it's kind of an oral fixation thing, you know? So it's nice, it's nice. Nice fresh breath of air, nice fresh water drink. It's all around winner. One more. All right, let's get this other side, boys. Nope. One more. One more. I lied. I think we stay there for 1 more set, boys. Try to get all 3, at least the remaining 3 out of it, you know. Started the 4th set, did that with 3 3.25 for the rest of the sets. And after that, I think I'm gonna move to lat pullovers. Seated lat pullover machine. After that, we'll probably finish off with some seated rows, right? And then after that, go into a room with a decent amount of mirrors, and maybe we can catch a nasty angle, get a nice physique reveal here, though. But I'm gonna take another sip of water, boys, and we'll get after. All right, boys, we got the last set here. Nothing too bananas. Let's work. One more. Boys, that's cooking. Honestly, I don't even think it's my lat. I think it's my elbows. They're fucking fried. But let's get after it. Next set. Come on. One more. All right, that was money. Now we're gonna go over and do some, I want to say lat pullovers. Then we'll end it off with some seated rows, but that's how it's looking for the rest of the lift, boys. But I'll catch you on the next workout. All right, boys. We got a set here. I actually think I changed my mind. I think what I'm gonna do is wide grip lat pull downs, and that'll be the last movement instead of seated cable rows. I think I'll work that in next week. But I'm thinking today, what a big dog. I'm thinking today we do some pull downs. I think that's the move. Oh, that's too light. But yeah, I think that's the move. So let's get after these sets though. Oh, I'm gonna have to drop the weight for the next set, boys. All right, boys, we got 3 more sets here. Let's work. Honestly, I don't even think it's my lat. I know I've been playing this I wonder what's bothering me game today. But I actually think it's my delt, and I think that's because I hit shoulders yesterday. It's a little tweak. I think that might be it. That might be the culprit, boys. But I'm gonna take a sip of water, and we got 2 more. Get these last 2 sets, boys. One more. Oh, that's better. Also, is anybody else's For You page just mukbangs? Because I swear I only get them. TikTok only suggests food for me when I'm deep in prep, right? Or I'm deep in the cut. It's the only time I'll get food suggestions. Not when I'm trying to be a professional big back during the off season, and I can do it. But only when I'm doing my hour of cardio does TikTok say every other TikTok you're gonna watch is gonna be a mukbang. I'm like, why do that to me? Why do that to me? But all my saves right now are foods that I'm gonna eat after the prep. I'm like strategically plotting on being a professional big back after prep. Obviously not right away because I have to reverse diet, but when I'm in the bulk phase, boys, when I'm in the bulk phase, it's gonna be something diabolical. I'm about to become extra large. Be a water buffalo, you know? I'm gonna eat clean for the most part. I'm not gonna completely lean into whatever, you know? But I will enjoy a meal here and there, boys. Live by that 80-20 rule during the off season. If I'm eating a lot of calories, that 20%, that back half 20% of my caloric intake, boy, that's gonna be a banger. A banger. I'm so ecstatic. So ecstatic. So excited for the off season. I haven't had a real bulk in years just because I don't want to push getting too heavy. But I think this off season we can go nutso with it. Obviously not eating super bad, but just going super crazy with the bulk and trying to put on as much mass as possible. I'm ecstatic for that. One more. Oh, that's 4 here, boys. We're moving on to the next movement. All right, boys, let's work. Let's work. Got a little bit of wide grip lat pull downs here. Let's get after it. One more. I think I got at least 2 more there, boys. At least 2 more. All right, let's work. Second set. One more. Oh, we got 2 more sets there, boys. All right, boys. Let's get these last 2 sets. Two more. One more. Oh, that cooks the shit out of me. The shit out of me, boys. We got 1 more though. I dropped the weight for this last set, boys. We're gonna get after it. Let's work. One more. Oh, cook the shit out of me, boys. All right, we're gonna wrap that up. Try to do a little physique reveal. Then we're gonna do the cardio. But I'll see you boys on the physique reveal. Hit a little back double for you boys. We look okay. We look okay. 15 weeks out. Okay. All right, boys, that's another one in the books. I feel like it was a good overall back day. I feel like the posing went pretty well. You know, we are officially 15 weeks out. Am I happy with how we're looking? Yes, I am happy with it. Am I satisfied with it, though? I am not, right? I want to get better. I want to be leaner. I want to hold more mass. Obviously, I'm not going to grow during the cut, but with that being said, I can always be leaner. So with that being said, as the weeks go on, we're going to look to get leaner and leaner, boys. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys on the next video.